Hi Libra, this is Jody with Soul Purpose Tarot. I am in Carmel, Indiana. I am a Libra Sun, Capricorn Rising, Sagittarius Moon. And if you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, then you know how I usually do this. Bring out 4 or 5 different tarot cards and then look and see if we're looking at love or life, career, health, or whatever. And then do some clarification with some different oracle cards that I have and kind of look at some of the blocks that might have cropped up, things that can get you through whatever you're going on is going on. So Libras, what's going on with Libras for the second half of January? Well, there's one. 10 of Pentacles. So something with work. A lot of work. A lot of you are working very hard. What is going on with Libras right now? And you're feeling quite powerful at the moment in your work. What else is going on with Libras at the moment? Okay, so Queen of Swords in reverse. Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. All right, let's see what we got here. So something with work. You're feeling pretty confident with your work right now. But you've got some negative thoughts coming in somewhere. Otherwise, that would be in the upright position. And I guess with the Three of Pentacles coming in right next to the Queen of Swords, even though work may be going well, I feel like you are maybe not making as much money as you would like to be making, but something destined-wise is coming your way, which is going to kind of, get that wheel to turn. So if it's anything like what's going on in my life, it's kind of like your things are going well, but you're not seeing the money show up, and perhaps there's some money blocks that have cropped up and you are working on those so you can get that wheel to turn and move forward. That's kind of what's going on with me. That's kind of what's showing up in the cards here. But let's see what blocks. Nope, I want to do emotions. What kind of emotions are the Libras working with right now? What kind of emotions are the Libras working with currently for the second half of January? What kind of emotions are the Libras working with? Okay. Safe, grief, relieved, and sure. Yeah, that's about right. Okay. So, you're up and down. It's like one day you feel good, one day you feel bad, one day you feel good, one day you feel bad. And that's interesting because that's kind of how I have been feeling since about a week ago when I had some negative, we'll say some negative programming or money blocks that showed up. And I realized that I have my mother in my head yapping at me right now, and I have made a conscious effort to get her out of there. So maybe there's other people out there that are going through that too. Let's see what else. What other emotions? Discouraged in reverse. So you're not feeling completely discouraged, but it's not like you've got it all figured out just yet either. So let's figure out what kind of blocks. What blocks do you have right now that could get you feeling out of this kind of negative negative situation. So you'll feel completely in your Empress all the time, 100% of the time, not just part of the time. It flew on the floor, and it flew far. It better be a good one. Return. So, okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Once upon a time, you may have had some of this stuff taken care of, some of this old programming, negative programming kind of taken care of, but it's like you've forgotten what to do, and now you are returning to the scene of the accident or the scene of whatever, scene of the crime, and looking at it again. You've missed something. Otherwise, you would not be coming back to this location, and looking at things from your past. That one wanted to come out. Surrender. So again, we always have to leave it up to the universe, and that is so hard. It's like I really like having more control over things, and the universe likes to remind me that I have no control over anything most of the time. Now, that's not necessarily true. We do have some control, but there are some things that sometimes you just have to give it up to the universe and let them help you figure it out. So we're returning to the past to relook at probably money blocks or things that are stopping us from manifesting. And this is a serious turn of events. Otherwise, the Wheel of Fortune would not be there. This is kind of a destined thing. So it feels like this has come up in your face for a reason, because it needs to be looked at again, because you're not meant to keep going back and doing okay for a while and then going back and then doing okay for a while and then going back. It feels like they are bringing this up to you one more time to go, we're going to deal with this for the last time so you don't have to go back there ever again, is the feeling that I'm getting. And if that is the case, then I am happy about that, because I would like to not feel like I have something conquered and then all of a sudden I get showed that I don't. I'd like to conquer this evil whatever and just be done with it. What else are we doing? Understanding where it's coming from, understanding why this is happening, understanding this doesn't necessarily have anything to do that it's not that you did anything wrong. It's just that you didn't do it right. If you looked back at your past one other time and you tried to clear some blocks that were holding you back, maybe you cleared out 75% of them and 25% got left behind. You didn't know it at the time. You thought you had it all handled. And now you're being shown, we still got a little work to be done. And that's what it feels like is going on here. Reinvention. So what are we reinventing? Reinventing ourselves? I don't know. We're just refocus. Okay, that makes sense. Refocusing. And I feel like it has to do with like manifesting. If you're trying to manifest, there are activities that you can do on a daily basis to help you get where you want to go. And I have had a lot of success in the past when I have done stuff like that. But when you stop and take your eye off the prize or your foot off the gas or whatever, then you stop going. You stop moving forward. You stop going to the gym, you get flabby again, you gain weight. And so it's like you kind of have to have this constant pressure on things and continually like work at it. And I'm not saying you have to spend, 24 hours a day on something, but you have to continually just kind of monitor things, I guess, is the best thing. And I feel like maybe we as Libras stopped monitoring certain things for a while, and now we're being drawn back to relook at it again, refocus, return to that, and figure it out again. So you'll have to let me know if that makes any sense to you. All right, let's see what this is my Sacred Power cards. What other things can you tell us, universe, about this situation? Is there anything else that you would like to share with us right now about this situation of returning to the past, refocusing? It's all about personal power. Getting our personal power, stepping into our personal power so we can get in that Empress position full time and not have the thoughts coming in and out and back and forth, and some days good, some days bad, emotions up and down and back and forth, because that Empress is only there part-time and your Empress needs to be there full-time. What other things can the Libras do to get through this? Ask their angels, angel assistance. And purification. I feel like that's what we are doing, is going in and purifying our thoughts again. Again, we've been here before. We have gone back and looked at things and tried to clear out stuff. And we've done a good job at clearing a lot of that stuff out. Libras, we like balance. And if we are out of balance, we are not happy. I don't know about you, but when I am out of balance, I'm doing everything I can to get back into balance. I'm miserable when I'm out of balance. And I feel like, we've looked back in the past and tried to clean out things. We got a lot of stuff cleaned out. And now I feel like because of this Wheel of Fortune coming up, we are going back in one last time and kind of sweeping the room clean and making sure we've got every last detail taken care of and trying to get all of that major stuff out of the way so we don't have to keep coming back. Like if you're moving houses, you go back a couple times and you try to make sure you have everything cleaned out of there, and then you are done and you don't go back there again. And I feel like that's what's getting ready to happen here, is we are going back one last time to revisit something and go, I'm going to get this taken care of, and then I'm done with it. So I think that, let's get one more here for the Libras. Any last bits of advice for this review that we are getting ready to do? Manifest. And that's what it's about, is manifesting. The whole thing is about manifesting and learning how to manifest. And part of manifesting is getting rid of negative blocks that keep you from moving forward and thinking that you are deserving of all of this stuff. So that is like a magician on there. And I'm sure he's not going to be able to do much if he whips his thing out and he says, be gone, and nothing happens, I mean, he's able to make things happen. And that's what we are trying to do, is make things happen. So anyway, I think that's it for Libras for now. I will see you guys 1st of February. I am also working on something for the Libras who find themselves at home on Valentine's Day, who don't want to be home alone on Valentine's Day. And as someone who has spent many years by herself on Valentine's Day, sometimes crying her eyes out and crying herself to bed because she didn't want to be home on Valentine's Day, I feel for those of you who wish they were in a different situation. So my goal with those readings are to maybe help you look at some blocks or whatever that might be stopping you from finding the love that you want, and Also, if you do have somebody in mind, maybe you've been dating somebody, but you're not with that person right now, and you're not spending Valentine's Day with them, perhaps they've got some blocks that are stopping them from you guys being together. So we're going to look at some of those too. And I'll be posting those a couple days before Thanksgiving, so keep an eye out for those. And I will see you guys for your February 1st reading. And good luck with that full moon that's coming up. Because I remember this time last year, when that full moon came up at the end of January, we had a blue moon, full moon, solar eclipse. I don't even know what all it was. And I spent 4 days bawling my head off and releasing and cleansing and releasing. And that was the start of a whole change of last year. Hopefully I got a lot of that stuff cleaned out and I'm not going to be doing that again. Boy, it was good. I'm going to say that was really, really good. But boy, that was exhausting. So anyway, I will see you guys later and have a great last part of January. Bye.